In today's video, we're going to talk about when it is okay to delete, block, and ghost somebody. Yes, ghosting is immature, blocking is immature. We want to be emotionally mature and tell people when we're not interested, but unfortunately, nobody has the guts to do so. We do need to get away from the ghosting and the blocking. However, there are going to be certain times when it is important to ghost somebody or block them. People need peace. They need their sanity. And also, it's just, we don't want dating to become so overly exhausting that people just give up altogether. All right, so we're not going to waste any time. We're going to go ahead and get started. The first reason that you would want to ghost somebody when it is okay is when they constantly disrespect you. Disrespect is a non-negotiable. Nobody should be disrespecting you in any way, shape, or form, even if they say, well, it's just a joke. No, it's not. Because you know what? If it was you wouldn't say it in the first place. When you really like somebody, disrespect is off the table. Whether they cancel plans or they're just like not emotionally available or they're giving you mixed signals, goodbye. The second reason it is okay to ghost somebody is harassment or excessive texting. You know, when you text somebody, especially in the beginning or during the relationship, you know, there is that fine line. People sometimes generally don't know, like, how much should I text them? Should I text them a lot? You know, and in the beginning, you want to keep it casual. You know, don't over text, because I'm not a texter. I get annoyed with too many text messages. Like, just pick up the phone and call me, because I don't want to have long drawn out conversations. So if you're just feeling like, oh, this is just getting kind of weird, or they're constantly like texting you nonstop about especially stupid shit. Like, I had this guy, like, he was texting me all the time. Like, he was a big Trump supporter, but he was like constantly texting stuff about politics. And I'm just like, I just finally blocked him because he was pissing me off. Third time it is okay to ghost and or block somebody is gaslighting and manipulation. This is also a non-negotiable. People who are generally interested in you, they're not going to gaslight you. They're not going to try to manipulate you into thinking anything other. So if they are doing that, you need to ghost them, because at the end of the day, that is also a form of disrespect. Anybody that truly likes you, they are not going to gaslight you. They are not going to manipulate you in any way, shape, or form by saying goofy sayings or anything like that, or trying to get you to go out with them, or, oh, you must not really like me, that's why, you know, you haven't texted me back. No. So you really got to be careful of people like that, because there's something they're dealing with internally and just don't want to deal with that. Fourth reason is somebody ignoring stated boundaries. So especially in the early stages of dating, you really want to have boundaries. And boundaries are super important so people don't manipulate you, so that they don't gaslight you. And you want to make sure you state those boundaries very early on. So for example, like, if you cancel plans, on me again, okay, I'm just not going to talk to you. But then they repeatedly, like, if they cancel plans, all right, they're ignoring your boundaries. It's time to let them go, because at the end of the day, if they're just ignoring, they don't care about you. It's plain and simple. If people are ignoring your boundaries, they could give two shits about you as a person. Fifth reason, catfishing or dishonesty, especially when it comes to online dating. Catfishing is so popular. You know, a lot of people put up old pictures and they lie about their height. Some people lie about their weight, or they put up pictures from like 20 years ago. And if you met somebody online and you haven't had a date with them yet, and you research them and you're like, oh, wait a minute, they don't even look like that. Like, they look like a whole nother person. It's time to let them go. You have to block them. And you just ghost them, because if they're lying about that, what else are they lying about? What else are they hiding? Get certain points when it comes to online dating, why people might catfish or they might be a little dishonest. And if they're not having any luck on the online dating and they're just getting frustrated, and, again, people have these expectations, and I think everybody's looking for models, and it's just like, that's not reality. And we need to come back down and truly think about, like, not everybody has flaws. No one is perfect. The sixth reason why you would want to ghost, block, delete somebody is when you're feeling very unsafe. I remember I matched with a guy on Bumble, and he ended up calling me through the app at 2 a.m. And I was like, I am not answering this. Like, this is ridiculous. When you're calling somebody at 2 a.m., that is just a huge red flag. Not interested. I'm not going to be a booty call, so don't even freaking ask me for that. You know, feeling unsafe, and especially like I've never talked to you on the phone. I've never even met you, but you're calling me at 2 a.m. like psycho. At the end of the day, if you don't feel safe, and listen to your intuition, because to me, your intuition is never going to let you down. Vibes will definitely, you'll know when somebody is not right or when they're definitely strange. All right, last but not least, when you already communicated multiple times about a certain, let's say, something that has bothered you and they refuse to listen. How many conversations do you have to have with somebody before they get it? Okay? You should only have to have one conversation, not several conversations. You shouldn't have to tell somebody, I don't like it when you cancel plans on me and then you've had like 5 conversations. I don't like it when you joke about me. It makes me feel bad, but they still do it repeatedly over and over and over. So let's say, for example, you're like, I don't want to be intimate with you until we've dated for 3 months, but they're constantly asking you and you keep having the same conversation over and over. Okay, this is time. You just got to ghost them. At the end of the day, it is important to recognize all of these factors, and it is okay to ghost somebody in these types of situations. Now, if there was generally a healthy connection, I think it is important to make sure that you aren't ghosting people. You are upfront and honest with people, and please, please just be emotionally mature about dating. Let somebody know if you're not interested, but these situations, yes, forget them, block them, ghost them. Just delete them out of your life, because you know what? At the end of the day, when somebody's truly interested in you, they aren't going to make you feel these things. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate all my subscribers. Have an amazing day. Bye.